Do yourself a favor and go watch one of these videos of these operating rooms or trauma units full of dead and dying children with their eyes blown out of their head. They're still alive. Their legs, bones sticking out of their legs, screaming and writhing in pain. Their parents are probably dead. There's no parents around. And, you got to ask yourself, what is worth killing babies for? Because that's what we're doing. You're talking about killing babies. When these fuckers start talking about, make Gaza a parking lot, or the Arabs are all, behead all the Israelis and shit. With this nutty crap going on is devoid of the human element, and this is going to be the first war where everybody's got it in their hand, and they're going to see dead children. There's nothing like seeing dead children. There's nothing like seeing children die to wake your ass up. And if you're an idiot and you're one of the sheeple, you'll fall right into it, and you'll only watch one side of that. You'll just watch your team's dead children. You won't watch both teams' dead children. And I'm here to tell you that, anybody who's rooting for the death of children, you're a sick motherfucker, dude. You've got problems. And I think a lot of this world right now, it's almost like they're cheering for a football team or something. They don't see the reality of what it's going to end in. It's coming for you. It doesn't end with their dead children. It ends with your dead children. And, it's so hard for everybody in the West, especially, to think about that because they've been protected from it, but it's coming. And when it does, people are going to throw their hands in the air and say, how did we get here? Well, the way we got here is by acting crazy, by picking sides where it was okay to murder children. Now, I'm not saying that you can't have a war. I'm not saying that children are not killed in war, but it should be a mistake. It should be a horrible, horrible, horrible one-off. Okay? And the thing is, that's why it's, our leaders take us to war so easily, and everybody just seems to jump on board. All they need is one good false flag attack, and they just forget everything that matters to them, and they just cheer for the death of others. And they don't think that their own death is possibly coming. But it is. Your death is coming if you walk into this fire. And if you look at it in a civil society, if a neighbor were to blow up my house, let's say my I had a crazy neighbor, and he blew up my house, okay, and he killed my grandchildren that were over visiting. I would hate the man. I'd want him dead. I would want him found, prosecuted, put to death, or if the law's not around to do it, as in wartime, I'll go do it. I'm cool with that. What I'm not cool with, and what you shouldn't be cool with, and what no one should be cool with, is killing his innocent children as payback. That would be a madman. That would not be civil. That would be a psychopath. That's a psychopath's way of thinking. And if your response is, oh, well, he would have grown up to be like his father, you're sick. First of all, you don't know that. You don't know that. And so when people, do you like everything your government does? Do you agree with all the stuff your government does? No, you don't. Do you think these people all agree with everything that's going on in their name? They don't. I can guarantee you they don't. And does anybody really think that Israel didn't stand down? I mean, come on, man. Come on, think it through. Now, they may have had their reasons. I don't know. That's not the point. The point is that if the Israelis feel like, let's say a bomb comes into Israel, blows up a bunch of their kids, the proper response is to send armed badasses in to take out the men that did it. And not by dropping dummy bombs on half the city. That's not how you deal with that. Because that would be like me going and blowing up my neighbor's house because he blew up mine. That's insanity. You get a posse, you go round the guy up. And if a couple of your guys die doing it, that's war. So if the Israelis want to go in, and go house to house and figure it out. That's the cost of war. But you don't just indiscriminately murder children. And if Hamas, or, Hamas is a real thing. It was, I think, started by Israel, actually, and funded by them, but maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong on that. But the point is, if they're doing that kind of shit, who's going to support that? Who supports dummy bombs blowing up children on any side of the equation? So think it through. Children should never, ever, ever be targets. I don't care what your reasoning is, because once you start doing that, you've lost your heart, you've lost your soul, you've lost your mind. That's all.